Good morning. Good morning. All right. Let's make sure I got everything pulled up here. There we go. Okay. We'll pull back there. Little pullback. Let's check out these higher time frames here. I mean, for the most part, well, not the most part, we are into the same range. Still trading inside Friday's or Thursday's high and low. Good morning, Timbo, Matty Matt. Good morning. All right, do we have all right, we're just gonna go to the 1 minute here. Let's mark out the new week opening gap. Let's mark out the midnight open, overnight high, overnight low. Those would be the important numbers. Why am I not seeing it? Is it not obvious? Oh. So here. Time to get day 2 on this eval. Let's go. Let's get it, Matty Matt. So no real gap really to speak of, to be honest. I don't even know if it's worth marking out. So there's the high. The London low, overnight low there. London low. Kind of here. All right. And then where's the midnight open at? $744. Just trying to remember those areas. I don't know, Matty Matt. I mean, it depends on if you want to pass it today, then obviously trade it by itself. But if if you don't care, you're okay with the waiting, it taking 2 or 3 more days, then yeah, for sure, just put it in with your PAs and be done with it. That's kind of what I'm doing today. Kind of what I'll be doing. Yeah, that's the safest play, right? But if you see other setups, you could, if setup makes sense, you're like, oh, this is a good setup. I've already got my profit on my PAs. Then maybe you could take it on that take profit trader account using some micros at a minimum. I just pushed down on that shoulder. Shouldn't have did that. Oh, we shouldn't have done it. So again, a little pullback here. Let's look and see if there's any news today. I haven't checked yet. I would assume no, but Monday, you never know. What do we got? Unemployment index 1 star. That's not going to do anything. 1-year consumer inflation expectation, New York Fed at 11, 2 star. So it's essentially a no news Monday. Good morning, Clarity. Basically a no news Monday. Mancini says, on Friday, the 59.75 reclaim at 8:30 a.m. triggered long and broke out of the 3-week 6K resistance running to 6014 target. Posted at 4 p.m. Friday. Bulls want to hold 6K. On Sunday, they did. Plan today, keep holding runners. 6K to 6020 is chop to set up the next leg to 6029, 6040, 6050. We dip below 6K to 59.75. So 59.75 would probably be your reclaim level, at least early on. And we'll go from there. Good morning, Robert. If you guys didn't notice, Apex did launch 80% off. I'm assuming that Bulenox will probably follow suit at some point today. They currently don't even have a sale. I guess they just have 45% currently. So let me update the code here. Come on. So currently it's just 45% off, but I think at some point today they will update the sale. So bouncing off that 8K, 21,800 level there. We'll just kind of see what happens at open. Just gonna be waiting to see here. So we'll kind of see what happens here at open. Oh. So how'd you guys do? Did you guys have a good weekend? I had a not a great weekend. We had no power from Saturday at like 6 p.m. until for basically a full day till Sunday at 6. You know, kind of ruined everything in the fridge, and then and all that good stuff. So, good morning, Andy. So I had to stay at a hotel Saturday night. Didn't sleep good because the bed was hard and my shoulder was killing me. So, yeah. Equal highs 8:15.75. Indeed. Indeed. I see that. Boom, 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 boom. Good morning, Coper. How you doing? Omnius Trades. How's it going? I got about 5 minutes here until open. Let's kind of see what we get. I'm expecting maybe. I mean, we're just in a chop zone here. The overnight range very small, like 108 points. So. So about 4 minutes until open. We'll just kind of see what happens. We're in kind of a chop range here. Yes, pushing back up here, 1575, 6015.75. Black Beauty in the house. So I don't know. Just kind of deciding what's going to happen here at open. I would like us to just push back up, take out that 30 area. So we'll kind of see what happens at open. What are you thinking today, Black Beauty? North? Up? Upsies? Tried trading the Asia. Yeah, it was a bad Asia from what I saw there. It was a bad Asia, but yeah. All right, we got about 3 minutes till open. Let's see kind of what we get. If we get anything at open there. Bullish or bearish at the open? I mean, I would think we'd run the 830, but it's really hard to know, right? It's just kind of a guess. A gamble. We'll see kind of what happens, though. I'm got about 2 minutes here. Okay, I was trying to look here and see. Do I got everything set up? Caught 10 points. Let's go, Stosies. Nice job. He is kind of holding up there. I don't know. We'll see here at open what we get. That's all you can really do. You would think that it would want to rip higher at open, but it may not. It may not. We got about 50 seconds. Scared you out of any trades? Trying to get my chart open here. All right, there we are. Oh, come on. What's going on? Good morning, Asife. Yeah, Tech T, I agree. I don't know why this isn't working here. I was trying to see here. Am I trying to get my Ninja set up over here and it's not working? I don't quite understand why it's not working. Good morning, Amelia. Good morning. Yes, back to 6,008, pushing through the VWAP there. Nasdaq holding up at the VWAP. A little pullback here. Let's see what the 5 minutes got going. Full port says Pine Tree. I was actually trying to full port Pine Tree at open on one of my accounts, and the market wouldn't let me. I was attempting to. But take profit account would not, it wouldn't let me take an entry. I don't know why. Good morning, John. Weekend wasn't great. Should go down before it goes up. Right now, I don't know. It's just kind of in one of those spots. I think it's going to go and clear out that stuff up above, but who knows? Boom, boom, boom. Pine Tree, you going on My Funded Futures TV? Yeah, I can't get them to respond to me. I gave up. I gave up. Good morning, Sherry. We gave up on it. Could never get Luke to message me back, so we just said, forget it. Forget it. Yeah, I'll watch. If you can get the tech to work, we'll check it out. It shouldn't be too hard, huh? Hey, if Tom Sabo can figure it out, then I'm sure you can. If Tom Sabo can figure it out, the Pine Tree can. They use StreamYard. Yeah, that is weird software to use. It's not one of the popular ones, but back off the VWAP here. ES testing that 6,000 level. Meeting with China's happening? Could be. What up, Luke? 740 on tap. Just trying to be patient here. I want a long out of this area, to be honest. I do kind of want a long here, but I'll wait and see what happens. We didn't get to the 740. I get what you're saying. London low 729, overnight low 716. I get a little 1 minute opportunity here potentially. 765 longing stopped out. Could be a 30-second opportunity here. I don't know. Not really. ES is bouncing off that 6K level. You decided to go long, Asia? Yeah. What up, Nathan? How you doing? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, my instinct was to try to take a long down here, but I don't know. Hard to do. Zoom here. Hard to just do. I mean, if ES reclaims the 6,008, I don't know. That could trigger a long there. Bad past few hours. Yeah, it's just been chopping. Just kind of watching here, waiting. Futures Trader 33, how's it going? Good morning. VWAP rejection there. Is ES going to put in a higher low? Is it going to put in a higher low? Potentially. So I'm just waiting and watching. Maybe we'll get a long opportunity after the London or the overnight low down there. It could be where we're going. That could be where we're going. Wait for the 733 to consider how long your entry long should be your entry short. Maybe, I don't know. Yes, all right, we do have an SMT here. Man, I am so tempted to long here and put my stop at the low. Yes, still in his 20-point range, yes. I wanted to, I don't know. I'm just tempted to long there with the S&T, but Neo shorting, good luck, sir. Back to the 9 EMA here in the VWAP 770s. All right, let's see what happens here. We're just going to wait. Terry's awesome on My Funded Futures. Terry, who's Terry? Oh, you talking about Terry Trades? Let's see what happens over here on the 5-minute chart. We got an inside bar potential. Also a potential inverse, potentially. Still got 3 minutes on this bar. Let's see how it closes. Coming up on the 90 EM or the 50 EMA at the 94 level there. Shoulder still hurting, pine tree, but manageable. Still affecting my sleep mostly. That's mostly where it bothers me at. So it's still bothering me, but it's manageable. My instinct was to long down here with that SMT. I didn't do it. Obviously, would have been getting along somewhere around the 60. Didn't do it. Let's see if we get a little reaction here at the 50. First 50 touch of the day here. Does it work for 10 points? It's before 10 a.m., so I'm not taking it, but it needs to get down here to 784 in order to work for the 10 points. Before 10 a.m., I don't like to take them, but still doesn't mean it won't work. One minute and 20 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. There it is, 10 points. Boom, off to 50. We got a minute left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see if it can bounce back and close above 95, 96 here. Put in a nice little 1-minute OB. I think we can. $30 seconds here. Let's see how this candle closes. Might jump in long on this if we can close above kind of 96 there. $10 seconds. Got to close up here. All right, I'm in here. See if this thing can rip. I think it still goes here. Come on, don't do me dirty here. Hold and go. Close the ticker two below the FEG. Yeah, I see that, but I thought that it would still go up, so I entered anyway. Let's see. Yes, kind of holding there at the VWAP. Let's see if we can pop back up here. Two minutes and 48 seconds left on this next 5-minute candle. Move the stop down a little bit because I want to give it a chance to run this wick and then pop back up. So kind of like that and get a bullish reaction if we can. Also hold the VWAP there potentially. ES is below the VWAP, which is kind of scary, so... Trying to be patient on this trade. I think it still runs it, but it may not. Cammy this morning? I don't know. I didn't see it, Coach Fred. What was the video about? I did not see it. If we get above 800 here, I think we get a nice push up. Just got to get above that 800 here. Really above 790. Come on, get above it. Let's go. Get above 800 here. We should be able to pop into the 815s, 830s up there. About top stepping him with his channel going forward. Oh, I'll have to look at it and see. Come on, rip it up here. Let's go. I don't want to close it and then it goes without me. That would be very tilting. I need this 5-minute candle to close above here. Come on, push it. Push it. All right, there we go. Come on, a little more. There we go. Come on, let's go. You got it. You got it. All right, there we go. Going to take the majority off up there. Oh, come on. Don't be a dirty girl there. Come on. Do not be a dirty girl. Come on, let's rip it. Rip it. Rip it through there. Go. There we go. 824, 828. Yeah, Manny, man, I want to see it go. I want to see it just rip here and go. $824. I'm just looking for the 824 here if we can get it. Trailing this up pretty aggressively there. All right, we're out of it. Let's go. Push it, Max. Yeah, Max is making some noise. Yeah, Coach Fred, I'll look at that video. Probably, I don't know what the word is. So I did take a loss pre-market, guys. So that just got me back to break even. I took a $100, $120 loss there pre-market. So that one we got back to break even on. I'm so I come into this week wanting to use my instinct, right? Like not necessarily trading 100% to the model. I really want to try to use my instinct on when I think things are going to happen. And I'm watching ES here. And if I had not already taken that first loss, as soon as we break this high here on ES and we hold the 6,000, to me, that's your key to go long, which was down here at the 69 area. If I would have taken the long there, we never are in the red and I get full TP. So sometimes it's just about going with your instinct, and I just didn't do it there. I'm still happy with the outcome, obviously, to be able to at least be break even, but it is also a little bit frustrating. I'm trying to get my other stuff up here. Trying to get my charts pulled back up. Somehow they disappeared. What did I just do? Where did my charts go? This makes no sense. All right, there's one. Where'd the other chart go? There it is. All right. Should have just taken your profits, holding for the big move. Yeah, I think the big move is still fine. I mean, you gotta hold this. That's all it did there. It's just rebalancing this. So I think it's fine. Would not have stopped me out. Well, it probably would have. Now it goes. A lot of wicks up here too. Look at all this resistance up here. We break through this, you probably see a decent. I would expect the next candle here to be decent size. I didn't expect it to be a red one though. What up, Neo? You give up? What happened? You get back to break even on the day some of those totally messed up. Yeah. Look at this thing just pulling back again. Wow. And also with that trade that I just took where I took that heat. So I entered on the close of this candle and I took, 18 points of heat. If I just wait till this candle to close, I take no heat and we still get the 15 points, which is all I was targeting. So I don't know. I'm trying to get better at this stuff, but man, it's kind of annoying me. Ugh. It's hard to put my arm above my head. That's where it struggles the most. Yes, reclaiming the VWAP here, reclaiming the 6008. We read the high. ES is nowhere near the high, which is probably what's holding us up here. It's probably what's holding us up there. We need the ES to break out of this chop zone. Need to get back above 620, 6020, and rip here. Need the ES to do it. 785 is still bullish, but on the higher time frame, there's no real edge here. You do have liquidity both sides, but if you're looking at this from just a perspective of we chopped, we ran all these lows, right? So it does still make sense for us to maybe come back down here, run that overnight low, run that that London low there. But I don't think it makes sense to do that until we run that 830 area. So I think we do get a pretty big candle through here once we get it. But we'll see. I mean, this is pretty, it's a little choppy, but that's still kind of V-shaped, right? If we take out the low, we go to 650 area. Potentially, yeah, we could. We do have a lot of stuff to the downside, but we've been saying that for 2 or 3 weeks now. Like, a lot of stuff to the downside, and then we just keep ripping up. Keep going higher. See if Bulenox wants to update their sell here. I want them to... They need to at least come out with 83% today. You just don't like it slamming back down every time you hit 15 to 20. Yeah, this is an area we rejected over and over and over pre-market. So very well could. That just tells you that once we do break it, it's going to break it big. Did balance this gap now. So let's see if it holds it. Kind of scary here that the ES did lose the VWAP here. So if you're still in the longs, you want this to hold the 790. We'll lose that 790. Might get a push down. We'll see. Yeah, this is pretty bad chop, Black Beauty. You're not wrong. We do need some news here. Some sort of facilitator to get us going. I'm going to wait for maybe an initial balance play or some sort of 50 EMA that aligns with something else, either, VWAP, some sort of imbalance, something like that. We may take another play later in the day. 21,766, I'm assuming you're short. That's an aggressive short. There is a big SMT here with the ES again. You had a bullish SMT on the way up. Now you have a bearish one on the way down. Could run the lows here. You did run some of the liquidity up here. Woohoo! Look at that dump. So there's a 1-minute short trigger at the top of the hour. And it's going to get wrecked right away. Potentially. Look at that Hulk Smash boner candle right off that sweep down there. That closed below the 1 minute and then just rip your face off. That's not a good sign. It's a good sign for if you're long, but it's not a good sign if you took the short into this close here. Just ripped against you. That does tell us that the draw on liquidity is probably higher, though. it does tell us that maybe these get ran first, right? This getting wrecked immediately. You could enter here off the failure, but I'm not going to. I wish I had. I don't know why I can't take a trade on my Take Profit Trader. I need to start a chat with them, I guess. But you're still in the short room? I don't know. This would have scared me out room. But if this is choppy as it has been, I mean, as much as I think it goes up, this could just chop right back lower and just wreck everybody, right? So I would feel like that this thing still goes up, but what about the old 15-minute range? Let's look at it. Are we, where's the 15-minute range at? So it did break out to the upside there, huh? No close above the 15-minute range, though. So I guess that's the 15-minute range high and the low. Depends on if you wait for a close above or not. I guess technically, if you're one of those people that's waiting for the return back into the 50% to get long off the 50%, that could be your long spot, kind of lining up with the VWAP. I don't know. Depends on how you play it. I don't really play it. I have been paying attention to it, but I don't play it. I haven't been able to kind of tweak it enough to make it work for me, I guess. It works for other people. All right, now let's push him back lower. That's an interesting candle there. Interesting candle. Full time, what up? It's not methodical enough. Yeah, it's true. Room says yes. Now the room says no. You didn't chicken out for once. Yeah, I mean, if you're confident in it going, then hold it. You can have your stop at the high, and as long as we don't make a new high, then I think you're okay, right? I mean, if you just have your stop above 820, right at 820 there, if we break 820, we're going higher. If we hold below 820, we probably go lower. I do think that you're probably... I don't know if we get down to 767. I might TP at the VWAP there. I still feel like we're going up, but we could be wrong. Yeah, trading the breakouts here, Black Beauty, is not the way to do it. I can already tell today's very similar to Friday. There's still going to be opportunities. You just got to be patient, right? Finally finished your boat dock. Now time to shop for a new boat. Let's go. What's more expensive, the boat dock or the boat? 733. Woof. I mean, it might. I don't know, Room. It's hard to know. Based on what I see, I'm still leaning bullish, but I don't know. I'm an idiot, so. Now, you did just print an inside bar on the 5-minute. You're breaking out of the inside bar on the 5-minute here to the upside. Did you say 833, Room? Is that what you said, 833? Let's see if this pops and goes here. Leaving equal highs up here, 815s. You think the boat dock? For sure, because continued maintenance, even using the best wood or composites? Yeah. I don't know. It depends on what kind of boat you get. Boats can get expensive fast. If you're just buying like something small, then probably. But you need to get you one of those big fishing boats like Patrick has. Good old Patty. Guys, I still think we're going to get a big candle. I think we're going to get a big candle here, but I just don't know. If we pop this 820 area, we get a big candle, I think. But we got to pop it. It's just chopping. Pontoon. Yeah, I love pontoons. Nothing wrong with that. So I'm just going to wait here and see what happens. You have a 54 Bertram. Patrick boat is a dinghy. I don't know what that is. I'm not a fisherman on a boat. I like to fish, but, you know, just recreational from the land. I've only been deep sea fishing once. It was fun, but I did get sick. The kids made fun of me because I got sick, you know. Some reason kids don't get they don't get sick. Pontoons are the junk in her trunk of the boat world. Maybe. Leaving equal highs there, still pulling back. I mean, just holding up here. There's nothing to do here, guys. I mean, like, I hope you guys are at break even. If you're in a trade here, hope you're not in the red. This is just tough. If you go to Destin or PC, Florida, you see all the charter boats. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I can't remember. We went to, when we went fishing, it was just south of Jacksonville. I can't remember where we were, though. St. Augustine? Yeah, I think we were in St. Augustine. Tech T's long and still holding. I think you're going to be rewarded, Tech T. I just don't know when or how. This might be the candle to do it here. You got to get the ES back above 6,010. If it gets back above 6,010 on the ES, we pop here. So, oh, yours says AC in 3 bedrooms. Yeah, I think his is just fishing. I do think he's having a new boat built that I think probably is a little more comfortable, luxurious. I don't know. Holding up there again. Need 400 to pass. Down 100 so far. I think we get the candle now. Let's see. Initial balance sets in, what, 20 minutes. Is this going to be the big candle? ES says no. ES says we're going to wick above 25 and then go back into the range. That's what the ES says. Let's see if that happens. Based on the ES, it says we're going to wick it and then come back into the range. Told him he needs a sport fish, but not sure what he wants. He prefers speed over comfort. Yeah. Guess it depends on what you're doing, right? All right, it did run the 28. It's going to continue going. I can never find what I'm looking for over here. Okay, there it is. His boat had 3 big outboards. Yours has 2 caterpillars. Yeah. Came out in profit. Not a chicken also didn't want to be a clown once it went green. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Room. When you know you're wrong, that's the time to get out, right? Yeah, I don't know anything about boats full time. Nothing. Although, as little as I do know, I do like people. I like watching people who rebuild boats and stuff like that on YouTube. Let's go, Tech T. Nice job. So, I do find it interesting, even though I don't know a lot about boats. But I do find it interesting to watch that stuff. I thought ES might reject there, but it did kind of pop out of there. The bust out another 1,000, yeah. The market is being dirty today because, like, even if I had stayed long, that close below this gap probably would have gotten me out for a loss. I probably would have got out there because that momentum through there. And then it would have just ripped back higher. You trap a lot of people long on this rip back higher, and you rip it back lower, and then you rip it back higher again. It's just being super dirty today. This is the first close above the 15-minute opening range, though. If you trade that, I mean, you're up 16 points if you took the close. And of course, now it's going to just take off and go. Oh, refinish the boats for the past 20 years. Oh, I got you. Here it has 2 cats. It's a Sea Ray 37 Express Cruiser. Mine has 4 tires. It's a Toyota Camry. And if it gets wet, we're probably going to die. If it goes in the water. Oh. Name Romeo Teaches. I don't know what that is. Yeah. I've never heard of him. Doesn't mean he's not good. I just never heard of him. Oh, it looks like somebody took the breakout on My Funded Futures. It probably is Bull Barbie. Got the stop at break even. Missed the move. That's okay full time. Or Manny Matt, there'll be other ones. Oh, it could keep just going up. Yeah, that's right, design. Probably will. I don't feel any FOMO here, though, even though I'm not in it. I feel fine. We shall just see here. No FOMO here. We'll just wait and see what happens. That's all you can do at this point. We'll just wait and see. Yeah, still not got above the highs. So. New TP hit. Let's go. Nice job, Room. You will feel worse breaking your rules. Yeah. Is soul crushing. Enter long here. You'll be liquidated. Enter short. You'll be liquidated. That is exactly right design. So let's just wait for something obvious, right? Maybe the 50 EMA touch. There's always the short at some point. Just wait and see. It's still taking long. Just got to wait for it to get to a spot that makes sense to do it, right? ES holding that. I mean, maybe wait for an initial balance play here. ES much weaker for some reason here. I don't really know why, but it is. ES is the weaker indice today. Nasdaq front running. Nothing's guaranteed for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wait, see, make it. It's got to be obvious. So, 854. Yeah, I think 873. I mean, like, can we make it? Yeah, we can. You got the high from Friday, sitting at 873, I believe. Yeah, so the Friday high 873, previous day high Thursday 935. So yeah, I think 873 is probably the obvious draw at this point. So that's probably the obvious draw, at least for now. It just makes sense for it to go there. Gold Chest Club, how's it going? Good morning. YM surely the weakest of them all. Oh, it's at the lows? Yeah, I don't even watch YM. I probably should, but I don't. There's the push. There's 855. Yes, waking up a bit. Yeah. It's pushing now. It's just not quite going there yet. This thing's just going to rip here. Possible 5-minute Harami. I'm not touching that. I can tell you that. Not touching that with a 5-foot pole. 10-foot pole. With a pine tree pole. I don't know if it hasn't formed yet. We will just call it a pine tree pole. Based on divergence of other industries, I would say this is a manipulation for a catastrophic rope pull. I mean, maybe. I don't know. No wolf Harami. It isn't set up yet. 2 ticks, man. It's going to go. Wait a moment. It'll go. It's going to break through there. See, Max is calling it over there. He's barking for you. He's like, woof, 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 woof. It's going to go. Rip it. Rip it for Matty Matt. Let's go. Yeah, Pine Tree's on there at 10:30. So there's a grown woman next door that rides a dirt bike up and down the street. I told you guys the other day, I was like, oh, I think there's a chainsaw outside or either a dirt bike. I knew it was a 2-stroke something. Well, I saw her the other day on this dirt bike ripping up and down the street. Probably like a 40-year-old woman. You know? A lower sweep and go? Yeah, maybe. GTA 7, yeah. That's the only time you'll see me on a motorcycle because I've been told I cannot get on those. I'm not allowed. I can't even run to second base without getting injured. I'd probably kill myself on a motorcycle. Sporting a hockey mask and waving a chainsaw? No. There we go. That should be you, Matty Matt. That get you? Yes, also pushing here. Trying to push through the opening print here. 10 minutes until initial balance. It sucks because, like, if you held through all this consolidation, congratulations. I just couldn't do it. I just took my profits. Went break even. But if you had extreme confidence, had I taken the trade from down here at the 70 where I was wanting to take it, you know, we'd be in much better shape. But I don't know. I feel like doing it and then I don't. You blew 5 apexes today? Are they just evals? Listen, I know evals cost money, but if they're just evals, it's better than a funded, right? We did print a 5-minute Harami there too, guys. Barely. Oh, PAs? Oh, that sucks, Matty Mac. Did you do that overnight or pre-market? Bull Barbie has her target at 880. That might be a bit of, I don't know. Let's see if we get there. Might stop just short of it. But at least you'll still be around 20 accounts. Oh, that's good. Pine Tree's getting all worked over the Wolf Harami. Hopefully he didn't take that one. I don't think he would take it. I don't think that's one he would take. Little pullback here over here on the ES. Still didn't run the opening high yet. Can you guys hear that dirt bike ripping out there? Up and down the road? It's very... I mean, I can barely hear it through my headphones, but I think that my microphone might be sensitive enough for you guys to hear it. Yeah, she's out there right now, Amelia. And I don't know if that's the lady out there or not, but it could be one of the boys or something. So, out there ripping up and down the street. That motorcycle is freaking loud too. I think it's loud. Take the microphone out there, let it rip. Walk out there. Not much to do here, guys. I know this is kind of boring, but like this is what trading is a lot of times, right? I felt like on Friday I waited. I was patient early on, and then I took 3 trades in 15 minutes and lost all 3. So like we've already taken 2 trades today. We're break even. So unless something is like obvious, then you know, then I'm not going to take it. But that's where we're at for now. Did this take this on all of these? Yeah, it did. Hey, I got a question for you guys. Anybody that trades Tradeify, specifically the growth account. So they have a daily loss limit of like $1,100 or $1,200, and it says that it's a soft limit, right? However, every time I hit the soft limit, it blows the accounts. I'm gonna give you. Let me see if there's an example here. For example, you can see here, 49.6, 49.5. I hit the soft limit one day. These were obviously in the green side, but I still should have like $700 or $800 in drawdown. But it says these are blown, right? And it's happened every time with Tradeify, and I don't know why. Maybe I should just send them a ticket and find out why. I don't know if there's something different. Like this account here, 50,139, hit the daily loss limit, and it won't let me trade it. It says it's liquidated. I'm kind of confused. Like, and those are end of day drawdown accounts, so like I don't quite know why it would do that. Yeah, TPT did used to do that. It was not over the buffer. It was not over the buffer. I'm just curious why they done that. So basically, I was up like $1,200, maybe $1,300 total, and then I hit the loss limit of $1,200, and then or $1,100, whatever it is, and it wouldn't let me, and it won't let me trade anymore after that. I don't know why. I'm gonna send them a ticket to find out why. I don't think it's scammy. I think it's just maybe something internal, or maybe something I'm not looking at. Maybe I need to log into RTrader Pro and see what my actual liquidation is. But I was never up, you know, that much on those. I was never up much on those. Like this one, I think this was day one of trading this account, or day two. And I think I was up maybe $100. So I thought you got 2,000 in drawdown, which means I should have $700 left in drawdown. But when I tried to take a trade on them this morning, it said, it gave me an error. Error. So we'll see. We'll check it out. It's not trailing. It's end of day. Full time. It's end of day drawdown. So I don't know. I don't know why it does that. But yeah, I guess I'm going to send him a ticket, find out what's going on with it. Because, I mean, in all likelihood, I probably fail those accounts anyway, right? But there's still a possibility that we pass. You never know. You never know. Probably software glitch, yeah. It's no hard breach rules there. That's supposed to be soft breach. But all right, we got a little 1 minute flag here breaking out. Man, I'm tempted to long here. If I had an eval, my take profit trader eval, I would take it, but oh. Is that why on take profit trader there? Okay, that might be why. That might be my fault then. I had the quantity set at 4. You can only do 3. Oops. Okay, so that probably was my fault. Initial balance set in 2 minutes here. Pulling back into the 50 here. Yeah, it's okay now. It's working, yeah. I had the number of contracts at 4. I guess their maximum is 3. Why did I think it was 4? I think it's because Bulenox's is 4. So I was trying to full port it at open. That's what I was trying to do. All right, a little pullback here. You don't use hard stops, but you set stops in Eurythmic one time. $1 by accident, and it kept instantly clocking me out of trades. Yeah, I had that something similar to that the other day. Not $1. It was like $20 or $30 or something, and kept stopping me out. $860 area was Friday's initial balance too, was it? So initial balance is set here. All right, long here on an eval. Let's see. Full port, 3 minis. I want to see it push here. Hold the 50. We'll go stop to break even probably 64 because we got initial balance up there. Had a bad entry here, obviously. Should have been in from like 57, but about to get wrecked, I guess. We'll see if we can kind of pop this 63 area. Oh, there we go. All right, there we go. That's nice. We'll take it. We shall take it. Hey, we knew the draw on liquidity, right? We knew the draw on liquidity. Oh, we made too much money there. We made too much money there, though. $45 too much. I'm going to try to lose the 40 bucks. There we go. Exactly 750. Let's go. That was a nice little pop there. All right. So there we go. We took a winning trade there. Too bad it was just on. I guess Bull Barbie did get her. She did get her target there as well. Just on an eval, but previous day high sitting up there 935 very well could be the draw. Yes, above initial balance as well. Do we take an initial? Do I take an initial balance play? I mean, we could try an initial balance play here. I don't know. What is it? Caught that sexy spike. Let's go. Do we try an initial balance play here? A retest of 66.50. Does it make sense? Let's think about it. ES has not ran the overnight or the previous day high. So I do think it might make sense to take a retest here. $66.50. All right, we may try an initial balance play here. I'm not in love with it because it did run liquidity right there above it, but we're going to give it a try. You do have the 9 EMA sitting right there at the 50 at the initial balance as well. Oh, ES just retested it and bounced. All right. I don't know that I like it now. Let's see. I'll make a decision here. Because if the ES starts pushing below it, if the ES has to push below for us to get there, to get tagged in, that's not a good sign. Yeah, Alfred, I agree. I don't know that we get up there, though. We'll see. All right, let's see here. Still 10 points off our entry anyway. Do I leave this on? I don't know. I'm taking it off. Taking it off. I don't trust it now. ES is working its way back below there. It hasn't tested yet anyway. I don't like that the ES is having to dip below initial balance high. And we have a bearish SMT at the top. So, something about tech. Oh, okay, that was Trump. Hey, it went the right way, so. He lets U.S. Treasury Secretary Bessent levy tech sale controls. Lets negotiators weigh lifting export controls in China talks. I got you. So still did not retest there. ES is trying to work its way back above the initial balance. Yeah, Pine Tree's on their clarity. I'm watching them. I don't love the initial balance play now. It might still work, but I don't like that the ES is pushed back below initial balance now, looking kind of weak. So I'm going to bypass it. I might take a 50 EMA touch though. We'll kind of see. Sorry guys. Yeah, I'm watching Pine Tree over here. There, I dropped the link in the description, or the link in the video, or in the chat there, so you guys can join if you want to watch. If you want to watch Pine Tree, you can jump over there in the chat and say, and spam. What can we spam? Could spam something. Possible inside bar here on the 5-minute, though. This might work. I do like how this is kind of holding up above the initial balance here. It is kind of tempting me to maybe put it on. Initial balance, Kamar, is the high and the low from the first hour of the market open. So from 9:30 to 10:30 a.m. Eastern. So you see these two lines here. That denotes that. And so a lot of times you'll get a bounce off that level. So you can see right there's the test of 66. And you would take profit at 76.50. So let's kind of see if it would have worked. I think it would have worked now. But I like how it kind of grinded back to that level. But if we do lose that level, we could flush decently here. So let's see. So you're just looking for a 10-point gain off this level. Back above 70, it probably goes, but you know it's going to work since I didn't take it. You already know. You already know. And there's the 10 points. To the tick. To the tick. Of course it works. Methodical doesn't take it. It works. No drawdown. Methodical takes it. You know? Still going. I don't know. The idea was right. I just... a little spooked at the fact that the ES, and this is sometimes where the ES can kind of get you in trouble there a little bit, but look at the ES here, how it didn't really respond to initial balance. It didn't really respond to it very well, and it pushed below it. So that kind of had me a little scared. And we have a bearish SMT with the ES. It never took yesterday's high. So like for that reason, and the ES has been weak. Of course, TCG Andy won over there. The giveaway over there at My Funded Futures. Bewley's 83% off. All right, let me get you. Celebrity Tom Sabo in the house. Let me get you, Tom. Hold on 1 second here. Let me get you. No, that ain't the right code. We don't want to change that one. Tom doesn't need a code. He's got 4,000 funded accounts. There you go, Tom. 83% off Bulenox. Locked and loaded. All right. Tom, I don't know. I can't get any response, man. The first hour has the most volume. Initial balance theory will stay within the first hour. Yes. Yeah, Andy won over there. It's crazy. I can't get on there, Tom. Nobody ever responds to me. I give up. I give up. I give up, brother. I give up. How'd you do today, Tom? I was in your chat this morning. I didn't say nothing when you got on at 2. Justin, they do get 90% off the end of day accounts occasionally, but you got to be ready for it, right? I saw that, Andy. I'm over there watching. Tap 60. 5-minute inside bar, indeed. That one's not bad. That one could play. What's the stop on it? 15 points. I don't know which. I mean, that's an interesting one. Had a nice trade in the green. Slow moves. Fourth payout secured from Funded Futures Network. Let's go. Nice job. Oh, Matty Matt. Matty Matt, I thought you passed the eval earlier. Oh, you kept adding the trailing. Got you. Okay, that sucks. Tom, you got to pull some strings over there at My Funded Futures. Do I got to reach out to a bigger streamer? Do I got to reach out to Terry? Do I got to reach out to Bull Barbie? I don't even know them. I don't even know Terry. You're a DGN with a credit card. Oh, you got 5 more. Hey, nothing wrong with that. No, don't worry about it, Tom. You don't have to. You've already done your part. I mean, they don't want the methodical on there. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. They're like, this guy sucks. We're not getting him on here. His sales are terrible. Terrible. Dump it. Oh, so Pine Tree's taking the breakout of the 5-minute inside bar. We are holding up an initial balance here, though. I don't know if I like... I mean, push down into 850 makes sense, I guess, but... I might take this first touch. We might take this 50 EMA play. Sitting kind of in a gap. Oh, not if it just dumps. We won't. 48. I'm going to buy the 48 level if we can get it. I like that it's at the 50. I like it's at the psychological level there too. Let's go, Matty Matt. You passed? I like it. I'm going to buy this area. I'm going to buy the 48s. 5 micros, 10 point take profit, 10 point stop. The reason why I'm buying it is because ES is at the VWAP. This is a psychological level, and you also have kind of a gap here, a little protection down there too. So let's try it. Risking 100 here for 100. All right, we're in there. So if we get a bounce here, ES needs to bounce the VWAP for us. Do its thing. And I'm not touching it today, guys. It wins or loses, I'm not touching the stop. And whenever I say that, it always loses. Oh. Hands up. Hands up. Come on. Really? Really? All right. It looks like it's probably going to be a loss because you really want it to bounce there without resweeping that low again. Maybe. All right, maybe. Okay, maybe. Let's go. Maybe. Come on, guy. We just need the 58. Nothing crazy. We just need the 58. We're looking for a scalperoonie here. Just a scalperoonie. Come on, rip it up here. ES is losing the VWAP. That's not a good sign for my trade. ES, rip it. Rip it here. Get back above the VWAP and let's go. Give me something. 10 points? I mean, it's all I'm asking for here. It's all I'm asking for. Come on, get it up there. I don't like it messing around like this. I like it to be an immediate bounce, but you can't, I guess beggars can't be choosers here. A little more, get back above 50 and go. I'm so tempted to move the stop now, guys, or just kill it. I'm killing it, guys. I don't like it. I'm getting out. I'm getting out. I know I said I wasn't, but... All right, if it goes to 58, I'm going to punch the screen. Why? Why do I do it? I should have just left the chair. I should have just left the chair. I should have left the chair. Dang it. Every time, man, I do it. Every freaking time. That's what I'm saying, guys. This is what I'm struggling so hard with. Struggling so hard with this. There's all the reasons in the world for this to work. We got ES at the VWAP, which it was pushing below. That's what scared me, right? We're at the psychological level of 50. We got the 50 EMA. We got all the reasons for this trade to work. And I just spooked myself out of it. No reason there. No reason. Yeah, Lavender, I got to do something to, get around that. Exactly, Treff. I don't know. Yeah, FOMO will not be rewarded. Yeah, the thing is, this trade is so clean and it works so many times, and I know it does. If you've got a draw on liquidity that you think, so I think we're bullish still, right? Even though we're probably pulling back. I mean, it's just all the reasons for this to work, and I say it every day, and then I still, gosh, what am I doing? I'll show you kind of what scared me there, and maybe this is where watching the other indice, you can see ES had dipped below that 08 level. It had dipped below the VWAP and that 08 level. So I was confident in the trade because I thought ES might hold the VWAP. Now it only dipped below a few points, 2 points there, and then quickly recovered. I don't know why I did that. So dumb. I said I wasn't going to touch it, and then I did it anyway. Oh, man, that's so annoying. So annoying. Now, I will say this area here is going to be a good bounce area, right? If we take out our fib. Anybody take that trade and hold it? Make me feel better that you at least took it and held it. This is 50% of the range. This is where all that resistance was earlier that we took forever to get through. Right here, right? We zoom to the left. That's where all that was. So this is a very good bounce area. So if we got something like this, boom, then we can maybe take some sort of inversion out of there. So frustrated with myself, guys. Somebody come over here and punch me in the face. Nice job, Room. Somebody come and punch me in the face. Just come over here. Wow. Just hit me. Ugh. That's what I do, guys. And then my next trade will be a loser. And instead of being up 120 on the day, I'm down 100, right? So I'm not going to take any more trades on these funded accounts. I don't think it makes any sense to because of that reason. So you see we're up 750 on the take profit eval. And then we're just break even on everything else. The frustration is real, I tell you. The frustration is real. Treff, you're long here. Good luck, sir. I don't know that I love the long. I mean, I liked it off the 50 on the first touch. We could hold here and go. ES did have a failed breakdown of the 6008 level. I think if you put your stop below the low, you don't want to see us sweep this low again. You really don't. Really should hold here and go. I mean, you do got this little bit of teeny gap. This teeny weeny itty bitty yellow polka dot bikini. Or whatever, right? It needs to hold. Took it because R is good. Nice. I mean, could go here. We've seen these little gaps hold a lot. Man, I'm so annoyed. Guys, what do I got to do to fix this? What can I do? Day Traders now has Project X, 90% off all evaluations. Oh. All right. Read the best loser wins. I can't really read books, though. Don't touch the fucking buttons. I love it. That's the best advice ever. Get in the discipline of just accepting the trade. Yeah, Lavender, I literally said that when I placed the trade. I was like, all right, whatever happens, happens. And then I look over here at the ES and I'm like, right? I used to be so good at that. Really, I used to, like, I would move my stop. I would move my stop early, but, like, you know, I had gotten better at it. And then here recently, just not as good. I don't know. Something. Something, I don't know what's changed with it. Something there, but I got to make a change. Take 20 trades and don't touch, let them play out. Yeah, I need to do that. I mean, I don't know why why do I move that? Like, that's not a trade where you move the stop. That's not a trade where you take it off. Like, that trade doesn't require anything other than just let the trade work or let it don't work. You know, one or the other. Like, that's the only thing on that trade that you need to do, right? And I know that. So frustrated, though, to be honest. Frustrating. Setup either works or not, then adjust the setup. Yeah, I need to. Hit your stop there. Looks like a potential range day. Still may break. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. The initial balance trade I didn't take. It worked, right? For 10 points. This one we take. It works. So, like, theoretically, you know, these are the trades we look for every day. I did take a clean, you know, inversion trade up here on the 5 minute. I took this. And even on the 5-minute trade, I entered before the close, right? Before the candle closed. So I entered here, and we did not inverse to the tick. If I'd have waited to here, then no drawdown trade, 16, 17 points. So even on this winning trade that got me back to even, I didn't manage it very well. So yeah, buy low, sell high. I like it, Alfred. Buy low, sell high. Nothing in between. I do think this overnight high at the 820s, like in this range here, I think is a good buy. I don't know that I would just blindly buy it. Maybe you can wait for a reaction. If you got an eval that you don't really care all that much about, you could just blindly buy this area. So, like pulling handle on a slot machine, you take the risk ahead and accept the result. Yeah, fish lips, and I try to tell myself that today. Going into this week, I try to tell myself that, like, I'm going to take the trade. Whatever happens, happens. Not worry about it. So, but yeah, I don't know. Play NQ only. Yeah, I do play the NQ only. I do watch the other, I do watch the ES. $867 long, then I was short. Still holding that teeny weeny bikini. We got top of the hour here in 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes. Possible bullish harami here on the 5-minute. It actually kind of looks interesting because, potentially, because it's tapping into a bullish gap. Take profit 858. I'll take this one just on an eval if it triggers. If it triggers, it has to trigger though. Profit target would be 858. The low is the this could fail. 15 seconds. Only 10 accounts. Yeah. 4 hours the tough spot to long here. I'm thinking we can get a little. I mean, we'll try this harami. I haven't tried one today, so. All right, I'm in. 58 is the profit target. I'll go stop to break even, probably just above the 50. If it gets to the next push above the 50, I'll go stop to break even. One more push above the 50 here, and I'll drop the stop. So in other words, got to get back above this wick for me to drop the stop. You gonna try it now, Black Beauty? Let's go. Yeah, I have thought about maybe splitting up my accounts too and trading them separately. Like trading only 5 or 10 at a time. I have thought about that. But I don't know. We do got those EMAs sitting up there, 50, the 21, all kind of huddled up right there together. We have a bearish gap on the 1 minute as well, as you can see we tapped into there. So the next push through 50, I will drop to break even. Just going to be patient, see it push through that 52 level, then we'll go drop to break even. Should get some expansion higher here once we get through there. All right, there we go. Stop to break even. Stop to break even here. Can't lose on it. See if it can go. I don't like that rejection. Give it to me. Considering moving the stop up here. You can do it. Oh, come on. Get on through there. Called 867. Yeah. See if we can get there. Just do it. That's why I normally would take profit at the body of the candle and not the wick, because this is what happens at the body of the candle. You know, it doesn't mean it won't hit the wick. It just means that, like, you get resistance at the body of the candle, at the candle open there. All right, I'm dropping it. You know what's going to happen. It's going to stop me and then go. Let's turn these fills off. So why did I take that one over the other ones? Why did I take that one and skip the other ones? Because that one made more sense, right? Why did that one make more sense? Well, let's look at the 5 minute. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. You can see why this one made more sense here. Let's look at the 5 minute chart. Why did it make sense? Well, we tapped into a 5 minute bullish gap. We hit the 21 EMA with a big reaction off the 21 EMA on the 5 minute. So printed a nice 5 minute Harami candle there. So that's why I thought this one might work over, say, this one, where the draw on liquidity was obviously higher and you got a bearish candle, right? So that's why I skip this one and take this one, right? That's how you can kind of structure those things. So would have hit the target there if I never moved the stop. You know, is what it is. You took it easy peasy. That was a nice one, Treff. It had other things going for it other than just the Harami candle, right? So probably to 880. Yeah, that makes sense. The only thing I would say is that we did not reach the 50% level on the fib. So I would say we might get, before we get a full second leg, you might get this, then the push up. You know. Boop, 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 boop. So let's see if this kind of pulls back. Because yeah, if we pull the fib here, I didn't check the ES to see if it hits it. ES did hit the 50%, in fact. So Nasdaq actually doesn't. All right, guys. Oh, what is this? Let's see if we get the push back down or not. Really? I don't want to change my password. I don't like changing my passwords. Room, yeah, you almost got there. Oh, update it. I gotta update it. Back to initial balance here. Is this going to be a good spot to kind of short off of? Maybe. Right there to 866. Guys, we're just not much to do here. We're just waiting. I mean, you could short here. I don't think it's a horrible short. Thing is, we don't necessarily have to go back down to the 815s, 820 area. It does make sense to, but we don't have to. Do we have equal highs up here? I don't think those are equal. They're almost. Zoom in here a little bit. That bounce on the ES, pretty nice there. Oh, we actually did have an SMT there with the ES too as well. A lot of SMTs today. I didn't even notice that one. Didn't even notice that one. That one I missed. So you can see here on this leg here. That leg there, Nasdaq made a nice little low down, a lower leg. Put in the 5-minute Harami. ES did not. a little small divergence there. Guy acknowledged my support of having you on. Did they respond to you today? No. Yoji, I don't know. I've DM'd them or emailed them a few times, but you know, I'm not gonna beg to go on somewhere. I mean, if they want me on, they'll email me back. I think you know, Tom said a few things to them, so we'll see. Maybe eventually they get back to me. I don't know. So. No big deal, no big deal. I still think we got a chance we could move down here, but I don't know. We don't necessarily have to with the ES already hitting the 50. The ES actually hit OTE on that pullback. But again, ES has been weaker than Nasdaq all day. Nasdaq's been a little bit stronger, so we popped this initial balance. We probably can go. We'll see. I do think the draw is still higher. Previous day high up there at 935 area. I still think that's where we're headed. But so far, you know, just kind of holding up. We were in the long there. That's the only thing about taking your profits at like 58. You know, we got stopped out there in a little pullback, but you could maybe target it higher. If you're in micros there, you could scale out probably like 70-80% of your position. So yeah, I heard Yoji. I'm listening to him there, but I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot. Nice job, Room. I'm watching it right now too, myself. All right, here we go. A little pullback right off that initial balance level. Might get a confirmation setup here, which could be good. What do I mean by that? If we believe we're really bullish here, we get a sweep of this low, kind of V-shape off of it. And then maybe the ES does not take this low. And we can enter off that long. You know, you don't want to just blindly kind of buy this area. You'd rather have some sort of structure there that tells you to take it. ES getting a nice little pullback here as well, 6,010. VWAP sitting at 6,009. Key area 6,008. Let's see what happens. "30-minute bearish Harami." Man, Treffy watching the 30-minute, the hour. I can't watch those. Let me see the 15-minute. We have one on the... well, that 15-minute looks odd. There's a bearish one on the 15-minute too, though. I mean, it doesn't seem unreasonable for it to sweep the 30. It really doesn't. What I would say is that 15-minute gap you could use for bias. Right? So you can use this 15-minute gap for bias. We close below this, we're probably going down to this obvious wick. We hold this level, we're probably going back to the highs. Well, let's see if we get the setup here that we just mentioned. You scroll them all. Yeah, that's true. See if we get a little pullback here. The 5 minute's not really obvious here. You might have a 5-minute inversion back to the downside here, but that is a protected, well, is there a swing here? At the close of this candle, that will be a protected low. You just adjust your ATR, your POS size, position size, and your patience. Nice. No, I agree with you. I do look at the higher time frames too. Like, I just have an overall bias throughout the day, typically bullish bias. So he is kind of holding up here at the VWAP. Let's see if we sweep this level. So that swing low here is protected technically, but that doesn't necessarily matter. We'll push lower here, 840. So did break through that psych level, 850. Pushing back up 845. I would like it to sweep some liquidity here before it pushes up. So I would really kind of like it to sweep lower. But I don't know that it will. Battle of the Japanese candlesticks. Let's go. I mean, I do feel like it pulls back into the 815s, maybe even to the VWAP there. All right, sweeping the 830 there. That's kind of what we were talking about. I'm going to consider a long in this area. Did a little Patrick Whelan to you guys. Just hit you with a little Patrick Whelan right there. Pull it over when the trade's winning. All right, I'm thinking about longing here. I don't know what this is doing here. What is this thing's loss is so small? I'm going to long here. Shortstop. And this one will go break even like 35, you know, somewhere in there. And this is just buying that level of support that we were talking about. That's all we're doing there, buying that level of support that we saw from earlier. Might get stopped here. I was thinking about locking some, but I don't think it makes any sense to. Let's just leave it at break even. Doji everywhere. Yeah, this is tough. Looking like 800. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I'm looking at this as a bounce area, small risk, and I'm already at break even. And if it stops me out, I will look for a little deeper pullback into like the 800s here. going to take my 10 or 11 points here. Get up there! Oh. Locking in 5. Of course, it's going to stop me out. Yeah, that's pretty easy level to call there, Coach Fred, though. Like, I mean, to at least get an initial reaction out of it. And I bought it aggressively, the overnight low, or overnight high, right? You could wait. You could wait to see the reaction in this area, which is a much safer idea, right? 850 to 900 was the pain in the ass Friday, too. Yeah, for sure. 872. Let's go. Nice. All right, let's see here. All right, I'm going to buy this area again, guys. I'm going to be aggressive here with a wide stop. I may just take the 10 points again. Just finding spots here for a few points at a time. Nothing crazy. ES back to the VWAP there. If it can pop the VWAP, we actually can go. If ES rejects the VWAP, then we'll just take a small loss here. Careful with the long. Yeah, I'm always careful. Well, not always, but, you know, it's fine. I really should just give this more room. I may just look to re-enter. Give it more room or look to re-enter. I tell you what, if it gets back to like the 28, I'm going to go stop to break even there. All right, now stop to break even. Let's look for a little 10-point scalp here. Yeah, I think we're still bullish too, Trev. I mean, this pullback makes a lot of sense, right? We're about to print another bullish 5-minute Harami. I don't like that one as well, but I do think it might could work. There we go. So we're up on this account $780. So just finding spots where it makes sense to take, 10 points here or there. Base hits, that's right. I think the 800 level will be a really good spot to stab long too. Even the 808, you could stab there with a 20-point stop loss. We did print that bullish 5-minute Harami. I don't like it as well, but I do think it might play. 850 would be your target. Stop is only 10 points. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take it. Why not? Yeah, I'm going to try it. I do think it's very possible that this pushes lower, but risk to reward here is fine. Almost a 1 to 2. So too much uncertainty affecting the market. Yeah, true. This could sweep the low here. It could sweep the leg and just stop me out. And that's okay if it does. I'm completely fine with that. 13-point stop. The Harami might fail here. And like I said, I don't like this one as well because we did inverse the 5-minute, but we did also tap into a tiny bullish gap. So if we get stopped, no big deal. $13-point risk here, $260 of our $780 profit. Can she go? Well, can it rip higher or not? All right, looks like we're going to get stopped. Womp, womp, womp. That 5-minute Harami failed. It's all right. Boom, boom, boom. Likes to bounce sometimes on this third candle. Yeah. I'm okay with that loss. Not a big deal. Kind of just grinding lower. All right, pulled back into the 815 there. ES is below the 6,008. Because if an extreme low, you can buy again and usually catch the bull. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Trev. I'm waiting for either that 808, 800. I'm going to buy that psych level in there. Let's see if this thing can go. Nice little push here off that 815 area. ES reclaim of the 08, the 09 area could really squeeze us here. Could squeeze it. Squeeze it up. We shall see. Gonna get back above that overnight high there and hold it. Reprinted that area, maybe. 840 could be a good short area, actually. That 50 MA touch up there at the 840s could be interesting. I did it to you again. I did it to you guys again. I'm sorry. I did it again. My bad, guys. My bad. Locking it in here. Taking the 12 points. Getting my money back. Long 818. Let's go, Dave Trade. I was actually, I scaled into that at around 815. I was looking to scale in at 808 and 800 with a stop at the 90, but we did not get it. So that's the reason why I bought that little starter position there. One mini, because I was expecting us to get a little bit deeper of a dip there, but we ended up getting the bounce before I got filled on those lower entries. And the reason I took profit here is because we're approaching the 50 EMA after the first crossover. Now, the only scary thing about this 50 EMA touch is, are we bullish? Are we bearish? I don't know. If you go back and rewind the stream, I do believe that I drew this out before it happened, right? And then looked for a long out of there. Pretty sure we drew that out just as it happened. You're waiting? Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm hungry this morning, guys. Very hungry. Nerves, yeah. I gotta start controlling myself on those funded plays. I mean, I take the eval plays and I press the button and I feel like I hold those reasonably okay, but like, man, those freaking funded plays, I just don't. ES bouncing off the 08 there. This could be a higher low and go type deal. You could long here with your stop at the low, 20 points. I don't know that I love it as much, but it might work. Got to re-break back above this inverse kind of to get going here. 790 is possible for sure. I mean, that sweeps almost everything. I mean, I kind of feel like if we pull 790, we probably pull back into 776. The question I always ask myself is, do we have to? And we don't. We don't have to. We have a manipulation leg lower. We have a bullish SMT. We have a lot of things right here just in of itself that says that if we close above 840, we probably are just going to run on into the 930s. ES did not run this low here, so we have a bullish SMT. We're in OTE of the, we're at 50% of the leg on the fib. We tapped into this zone here that we talked about, exactly into this zone. We drew this earlier, right? So we don't have to go lower here. Can we go lower? Yes, we can, but we don't have to. There's your first 50 touch. I do consider that a touch, even though it's only 2 ticks off. To me, that's still a touch. So 10 points would be 29.50. Didn't quite give 10 points yet. Dun, 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 dun. 850 to 860 if the 10-minute Harami plays out. Yeah. Check out MDTC $1 Million Trader Challenge. $397 all in, no activation fee, 1 million account with 100K static drawdown. Holy cow, Tech T. 80K target? That is a direct tap of the 50 there at 40. So now you need 30 for it to work. I don't like this one as well. Still might work, but I don't like it as well because I feel like we're bullish. And also, look at the separation here. Look at the separation here between the 50 and the 9. See that? See that separation there? Look at the separation here. It's much smaller separation. Doesn't mean it won't work. It's just I don't like the separation as well. $8.57 TP trying a stab. Let's go. Good luck, sir. I think it probably goes. We just got to pop the 50 here. Close above 840. I think we probably go. All right, the Harami did just pay on the original entry. Took it out. If it goes, oh well, but a better price. Yeah, I mean, there's reasons here for it to go, I think. So there's the 10 points off that 50 MA touch. And look at the 50 today, guys. Look how the 50 is played. One win. Very close to open, so I would never have taken that one. 2 wins. You know, and then there's your third win. 3-0 on the 50 touches today. This one I would never taken just because we're too close to open. But it ended up paying right away. But I do think this was the best setup. I actually did take that one, paper-handed it. And this one, I don't love it because of the distance between, you know, the EMAs. They're not spread out quite enough for me to be super comfortable with it. And kind of goes against the draw and liquidity, in my opinion. But it still works. Yeah, exactly, Gold Chest Club. My biggest profit in trading? Old game, I don't really know, but I think you're talking about just biggest individual trade or like day. Because like with all the accounts I have, you know, 20, 30 accounts at a time. I mean, I've had like $10,000, $12,000 days. My biggest trade, I mean, you know, trading funded accounts, you're not really going for that big of money, so it's not really that much. Maybe like $6,000 or $7,000. But yeah, just trading across, copy trading all the accounts. I mean, I've had huge days doing that. But obviously not really recently, right? Today is just basically a break-even day. Break-even day, but here's the accounts that we're trading. Yeah, several 100-point trades, yeah, for sure. I think the biggest trade is 128 points right now. But I don't know. I don't really go for those huge trades much. But I do think, you know, if I can get my mind right, we can get some of those going. Close back above the 50 here. I mean, I really think we can just go. What would be the, it's like a 26-point stop. I might take it on an eval. To target maybe like the 935, maybe. So see what happens here. Steak, rice, and gravy and greens. Oh, let's go. That sounds good. I don't know what I'm going to have for lunch. Not sure yet. 8:36 long, break even. Not necessarily the reaction you want to kind of that area, but still didn't close above that inversion there. Really have to close above that to wreck it and get going. 50 EMA being a brick wall right here. So kind of pulling back here to the 830s. I'll be right back, guys. I'm running to the restroom. Be right back. We're back. We're back. All right, chopping here, guys. Chop, chop, chop. Looks like we're in that chop time of the day. You hate micros. Started the day with 5 micros up and down between break even, racked up 140 in fees. Switch to minis, 1 trade plus 300. No more micros for me. Yeah, Tech T. I mean, you always got to consider the fees, right? And I get what you're saying there. It is kind of annoying, but I get what you're saying. Definitely got to watch the fees there on the micros, especially if you're scalping. You know, for some reason, some people it makes sense to scalp, but others not so much. But we're break even. We're break even basically. Took 3 trade, or what do we take? 3 trades. So break even. We took a loser to start the day, then we took a winner to get back to break even, and then we paper handed another trade where I took it off early, would have been a winner, you know. So, want to be the best edge, fee micro wise, trade with the futures desk. Do I have a code with the futures desk? I think I do. The mindset with micros, I guess, is the kind of the thing. Yeah, I agree, Trev. I mean, like, but listen, for the longest time, I only traded with minis as well. For those kinds of reasons, right? So I do like the mini though. The fact that you can get a, you know, you can get the trade done in one trade and be done. Yeah, you watch the feet. Yoji, what are you saying there? Feetfinder.com's where you hang out? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, that's true. I don't keep up with the number of the fees, like which one's got the best, the amounts here or there. So I don't really know. You need 300 to pass. Which way? I mean, I'd say long. If you want to, I think Coper, a really good trade, like wait for maybe a push into like the 800. I mean, these whole numbers have really been getting, these psychological levels have been getting respected lately for 10 to 15 points each time. So maybe wait for something like that. I don't know that you get it here, though, on this move. I don't know that we pull back here. I kind of feel like we might hold this level, but I don't know for sure. We'll see. 50-minute inside bar. That's what your prop mentor tells you. Toes you. Futures desk is like 80 cents round trip. Oh, that's not bad then. It's not bad. Well, Coper, it looks like we might get it here. It's kind of pulling back. I wasn't sure if we were going to get it either, but it does look like we might get it here. Nutty's short here. Looks like Nutty's short. He's looking for 817. I think he gets that. He probably gets that. Yeah, I got a code with Futures Desk. Did I get a code with them, or is that the one that they said that they are not accepting? That might be the one that said they're not accepting what you call it anymore. Well, let's see. Yeah, they're currently on pause. They did say I could reach out to them, but I haven't. Still holding up here. Look at the bounce. Look at the bounce. This might be the one. If we can close above 842, 843 here, close above, I think we get a little expansion here. Let's go, Black Beauty. Let's go. 834 long, small stop. I'm long 841 myself from earlier. I held it. I jumped in earlier thinking we closed above here and we didn't. So I had my stop at 90. Big stop because I think that we still go. Just on an eval. I'm really just targeting like the previous day high here. Nutty was short, yeah. He's still short. We like looking at the bounces. Who would thought? Yeah, yeah. Gotta close above here, though. If we don't close above, that could be worrisome. Can we go? Can we rip? Let's see. I don't know. 40-50 area being a headache, but we break through that. Yeah, I think so too. And ES is at initial balance high right now as well. So it has not broken through that level yet today. So we break this level on the ES here, 6015. Close above 6015 here. We go. We rip it. That's what we're hoping for. Looking like it might turn back down here, though. I don't know. There we go. ES hitting the 1525 right now. Let's see. What up, CT? How you doing, bud? 50's your TP? Let's go. I'm holding for the previous day high. I think we get it. 935. Just an eval. We'll see what happens. 20 seconds left on this candle. We'll see if we can close above. Here's the close above. TP for me bunghole. No, I'm not up big, CT. We're break even, basically. We paper-handed... we took one loser, one winner, and then we paper-handed another winner. So, unfortunate, but there's nothing wrong with being break even. It's just I should have been up like 120 points, $120. Yeah, I'm just in the eval, so I'm just gonna hold it. Let's see. Yeah, I did. I paper handed the TP for the bunghole. Indeed. Oh my goodness. 834. All right, it's kind of holding up in this area, so it's not really popping yet. Is it going to go? We got 5 minutes here until noon. You say you hate trading? Yeah. Once a day. I say it a few times a day. I watched a TikTok or something one time where the guy was like, he's like, "Oh, you don't catch your poop and drop it in the toilet?" Like, he was dead serious too. He said he'd been his whole life he would catch his poop and then lay it in the toilet instead of just pooping in the toilet. uh Yeah, he catch it. No, CT, it was real. He was being serious. Yeah, Treff saw it too. See, he's like, "Oh, you don't catch the poop and just let it drop in the toilet?" And the woman was like, "You got to be kidding right now." And he's like, "No, I'm dead serious." He's like, "I've been doing that my whole life." Like, what? Who potty trained this guy? Who potty trained this guy? A full inspection, admiring it. Yeah. Well, I wonder what he does when he has diarrhea. How's he catch that? Oh. Oh, goodness. There's a little death candle there. What is that? ES rejecting the initial balance there. Might be good for Nutty. Oh, I break even you. Never know when an intruder will enter the bathroom. You might need to throw it. That's funny. Oh. I have no idea, Tech T. No idea. He DCA'd and lost the accounts and then ripped lower. Did he? Who did that? Was that an eval? You have IB at 867? Yeah, it is. It's 86625. But I'm talking about ES. See, the ES here is trying to break through there right now. Trying to break through there if it can. Oh, the take profit trader accounts. Okay, I see. I see. Did he take a payout on his Tradify accounts? Because the balances look really low on those two. Did Nutty take a payout on those, or did he lose some of those? You rejuvenated. You entered again. Let's go. Your long got stopped. That sucks, Coper. What up, Stosies? I do okay. I don't know who Larry is. Oh, you're not smart enough to look at it? Yes. I use Mancini's levels. I just watch it. You know. You think he lost the money in those two? Not sure. I know he was up like 10K in one or up to like 10K and then in like 7 in the other. So Lester still trading micros, yeah. What up, Yoji? You keep a bag of poo with me at all times. Conceal carry. I love it. Now, if I feel some poo hit me while I'm walking down the street, I'm not going to love it, Yoji. I won't love it at that point. This is just chop, guys. This is very, very, very chop. Very chop. TSA loves you. Yeah, he gets patted down every time he goes to the TSA. They're like, "What's that bulge in your pocket?" You don't sling if you don't sling it first. All right. What I can still carry might move faster than what you can still carry, though. That's the problem for you. One micro is exhausting. Yeah, I mean, I'm trading micros too now, but I do take 3 to 5 at a time. Not a bunch. You're down 10,000. Why is this going down? Why is this? Of course, this is not up. You keep the safety on. That's right. You gotta have the safety off on that poo. Gotta have the safety off on that poo. Anything clean on the 5-minute? I mean, not really, right? Let me look at my other chart. I mean, it doesn't look bad, I guess, but I mean, you could long off the 5-minute. There could be a long entry on a close above 43 on the 5. 43 or 44. First target 865, maybe. People with no stops would be losing their shit. I felt like bad laughing. Uh-oh. Opening the plastic bag is the safety off. The smell coming from within 20 yards. That's your best range. Looks like a dead man. Yeah, that's true too. I mean, it's not... The bridges aren't that clean on it, but I think... Kind of looking at this here. I mean, you could get a little a push up into like this level here, 865, if we can close above the trauma. 5-minute closes above the trauma there, you could get a little push in 865. And then your next level, 879. You got a minute 49 left on this. We'll see how she goes. Right now, pushing. Ugly bear flag. Problem I have with it, I don't consider it a bear flag after like... It's just for me. Every person's different. But like you see how we're just putting in the higher lows here. Higher highs, higher lows. I would have liked it to kind of, you know, put in a singular high, chop down, and then break. But I guess maybe on the higher time frame it looks better. Maybe on like the 5, yeah, could potentially be. Probably makes more sense on the 5, or even maybe the 3. So... Yeah, it was tough Friday, Treff. I mean, I took 3 trades that I was completely unhappy with, and, you know, just, I don't know. Didn't trade very well on Friday. You're long in a Bewley eval. Me too, CT. I've been long for a while in it. Right here at the old entry. I would add into it if we retest 800, but I don't really want us to do that. I prefer previous day high 935. But the longer we hang out here and fail to go, the more it feels like this probably does go down, you know? Time for a giveaway. All right, let me call one of these bigger streamers. Maybe they'll give me some money for a giveaway. I don't have anything to give away. You guys haven't bought enough accounts yet. Take Profit Trader gives me accounts to give away at a certain level. Let me see. Let me see. See if we got anything. Oh, no. We've had no sales on Take Profit Trader this month, guys. It's been horrible. The more you buy, the more we give away. It's 30% off, no activation fee. I got nothing to give away right now. My credit bank is empty. Gold Chest the man. Bought one today. Let's go. Pass or smash. Yeah, it's kind of what I'm doing. Oh, you lost the pro account? Ah, that sucks. There we go. We're finally getting the movement, guys. We're finally getting the movement. I'm not like these rich YouTubers over here, you know. We're poor. Still can't trade the account you won. No data for 2 weeks. Did you send him a message, Andy? Because they fixed mine pretty quickly once I sent a message. You need to chat with them early in the day. Chat with them at like 8 a.m. Eastern. And, you know, somewhere around there. And they'll get you fixed. Oh, Futures Trader with Kelly Ann's over there in Nutty Stream. What she said? She said, "Get me a sandwich." Who's she talking to? I don't know. But let me know, Andy. If it's not fixed today, I can shoot it in my message if you want me to. It'd be easier. It would be easier for you to do it, but I can do it. You think your main issue with this PA areas are rejections? The wicks are brutal and fast. Yeah. Yeah, I do have a contact I can send a message to, but I try not to bother them. I try not to bother them if I can. Yeah, TC won it again. Andy's the winner. He wins, wins, wins. All he does is win, 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 no matter what. We are kind of generating, we did generate a little trend line liquidity here. Let's see if we hold this. I am still long over here. I'm going to add into the VWAP touch and the 800 touch. We might smoke this eval. We're just waiting. What's for lunch? I'm not sure. I am not sure what is for lunch. Probably maybe something. I might go to Barbaritos and get a bowl. Get a rice bowl. Rice, chicken, lettuce, cheese, black beans, pinto beans, tomato, queso. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Pretty good to me. Pretty good. You were so nervous headed to the gym to blow off some steam. Oh, come on, Pine Tree. No big deal. It's no different than streaming on your own stream, right? It's no different there, guy. Abort mission. Room, this is an eval. I'm not concerned. Yeah, the hand's not going to work after that. Definitely need the bowl. I'm not concerned, Room, if we lose this eval. I don't want to lose it, but you know. It was kind of funny how they just had Pine Tree sitting there not saying nothing when Matthew Leach was on, huh? I was like, they should have let Pine go. I'm long right now. Stosie's on an eval. Just based on what I think the drawn liquidity is. Doesn't mean we can't go lower. We're down about, I don't know, 18 points or something, 16 points right now. We'll see. We'll see. Took the reject of IB in your pro. Let's go. Nice job. Dun, 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 dun. You need 13 more points. Let's find them. 800 would be fine. You should have put your top step hat on. That would have been funny. Pine Tree's one and only visit or appearance today. One and only appearance today on My Funny Futures TV. A police officer was killed today serving a high-risk warrant. Oh. Oh, you got to wait another trading day. I got you. Nothing wrong with that, Stosies. I'm going to add at the Whoppies. Let's see what happens. We could just eat the loss here, but that's okay. Holding up there at the 815s again. Prop shop launch sale extended. Whatever that means. $90% off, still good. Disclaimer, I don't trade them. I don't trade with them. I just, you know. Yeah, they have a YouTube channel now, My Funded Futures TV. But I do have a code MM if you want to use it. I need to put those down in the description. I didn't do it over the weekend. My arm was just hurting too bad. Just didn't feel like getting on the computer. I shut the computer down Friday once I ended the stream and didn't turn it back on until this morning. Well, I couldn't turn it on for 24 hours because the power was out, so. Prop Shop CT. It's a new prop firm. They offer 20 accounts. They offer direct to funding. I'm not currently trading with them. However, I do have a code. Yeah, Amelia, we had a bad storm. It was like 20 minutes long, knocked down a bunch of trees. You know me, I didn't even flinch in the storm. Methodical didn't flinch. So, but yeah, it's called a prop shop. I don't know what the exact what is the web address or whatever. Let's see what it is. I don't know. Prop shop trader. Knocked down our mailbox. Oh yeah, Cooper. It was. I forgot you're living like one county over. You flinch when I can't review the charts or Twitch. I mean, if we get back above this 1 minute here, if we create another inversion, close above 835, that would be pretty good news there. ES bounced off the VWAP. This is one of those trades where I'm going to be patient. I mean, I got a 50-point stop. Yes, I know. But I'm okay with adding all the way into the 90 level. You know, expecting a reaction, maybe 810. Expecting a reaction, maybe 800. If we don't hold the 90, then I think we're just in trouble. You're short? Uh-oh, Coper. Where are you short from, Coper? Because you can't be trapped too bad here, I guess. It's like it's pulling back. So that's good for you. If we lose the 25, you might be all right. Yeah. I was going for the VWAP. I mean, we still may get it. I don't think that's a horrible idea. Tick Blaze. That's something else. I don't know what that is. I saw it on another one of those prop firms. I don't remember which one I saw it on, though. Tick Blaze. What is the Tick Blaze thing? Marketplace Bootcamp. 2 days of strategic trading. So some sort of trading boot camp, I guess. Yeah, this thing's definitely choppy. Oh, that's their platform. I have no idea then. I don't know. You can use Ninja, and I think they have Tradeovate too, if I remember. They have... I don't know. Do they have Project X? I think they do. Or they're maybe coming out with it soon. The max time frame you look at, 1 hour. VWAP still holding. That's why shorts are short-lived. Maybe. So what I will do is I will add at 811, 810. So I'll add one there. And then I'll take it off for a scalp at like 8:30. Probably makes sense to take it off just 10 points. Mancini says, there is no volatility in the ES. Hold runner and wait. Levels tracking perfectly. 6K to 620 was today's range. It's posted at 8 a.m. We held 6K to the tick, rallied to 601,950. Now stuck mid-range. Coiled tight. 29, 40, 50. Win ready. 6K fails. Weak now. We see 88. 75. There you go. Yeah, it'd be nice if you did the Qs. Quantower's the only one you would consider. You can use Quantower with rhythmic connection. You should be able to log in a Quantower with a rhythmic, right? Not 100% sure if it works with them because obviously, like I said, I'm not really using them yet. Maybe after a little bit of time we might, but not yet. So... holding up at the overnight high here, 824s. We do have a bullish 5-minute Harami. But to be honest, we're chopping here. Chop, chop, chop. Chop, chop. If you guys are new here and you haven't already, hit the like button for me. Well, even if you're not new here, hit the like button. Subscribe if you are new. There we go. That's the way you say it. Grabbed a 50K in full port. It sounds fun. What's the worst can happen? Yeah, let me know, CT. I might pick some up, but not right now. Trying to keep my expenses reasonable this month. So yeah, I'm not going to pick anything else up right now. My idea is to try to have a really big month next month. That's kind of my idea, but a lot of work to do before that can happen. A lot of work to do before that can happen. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, big drop down, says Room. Coper, I mean, if we lose the 25, I think you're okay. You're out with 249 profit. Let's go, Coper. You wouldn't trade it with my money? Let's see if this 1 minute kind of gets inversed over here. Really need to close above 835 on the 1 minute. Now break even on your TPT account. Let's go. Yeah, Cooper, I mean, if we get this 1 minute inversion, I mean, you know, we probably run this high at 850. Again, I don't see anything about this that says we're going down, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Again, you know, I'm an idiot, but I mean, not really much about this to me. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. Think about this from this perspective. We hit the 50% down here at 815. This is 50% of the range, right? If we were truly going down, we would not bounce here. We would go through this like a hot knife through butter and just continue to the lows. The facts that we bounced here and held leads me to believe that we go back. It's more than likely we go back to here, then go back to here, right? That's just my opinion. But usually I like to watch that 50% level. If we hold it with some strength, that's kind of what we've done here, it's much more likely we go back here than back to the lows, in my opinion. Trump speaks at 1. No, I didn't know that. Francis down 65 and walking away. Nothing wrong with that. So there's the close on the 1 minute. Again, your break-even stop in your trail, your scale would be 849. That's 12 points. I mean, we did kind of chop around in here, so this is not great, but, you know, still think we push higher. Back to basically my entry here. Yes, back to initial balance high here. Nutty's over here. He's over here talking about Take Private Trader and send him an email saying his accounts have been disabled. It's kind of funny. It's not funny, but you get what I'm saying. It's, to hear him say it over there. He's like, yeah, 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 yeah. So stop to break even, 847.75. Wonder why it looks different over here than it does over there. Oh, it is 849. All right. So if you entered off the 1 minute inversion, that's your stop to break even there. Stuck in a PA short? I don't know, man. He spent 1K on those accounts. He bought them and then reset them. Oh, dang. $1K. What were they? Were they 150Ks? This is not necessarily the momentum you want to see after an inversion, for sure. Not the momentum you want to see. I was thinking about adding here and taking one off at the break even. Do I do that? I'll have to kill the trade otherwise. I'm going to do that. Oh, look at that. Just death as soon as I... Now, I will have to take this off up here or I will risk the account. So, as soon as I add it, just drops. Rude. What up, Matt Rad? Where you been? Dun, dun, dun. Take Profit Trader needs to get their act together. I mean, I've not had really much problems with them, a little bit, but... So, I'm pretty sure she's talking about support, Lavender. Their payouts are still fine. Room said, come on, I'm short. Went on a Euro trip for 2 weeks. Nice. ES rejecting the initial balance high there. We'll have quadruple, like 5 equal highs on the ES up there, though. Should get some volume in minute 27:28. The Sopranos voice. I need to watch The Sopranos. I never watched it. I am interested in it, though. I never watched it. The Sopranos. On the 1 minute trend line, yeah, I guess I could see that. Yes, double topping there, triple topping, whatever you want to call it. Got to break through there in order to go. If it breaks through there, we can go quickly, but until then, yeah, I need a breakout. It's tough finding time to trade markets over there, but it was great family time. Oh, let's go. Nice. Where did you go, Matt, in Euro? Where'd you go over there? UK, Poland, Czech, and Italy. Nice. I don't know. 28 didn't do anything. I don't trade meme coins, Stozies at all, but I mean, if you can find an edge, it's fine. We print 40 again. Yeah, I kind of need to, right? That's my entry. Can't really hold this thing through the areas that I wanted to anymore because I added. I guess I still could. This might not be smart. I still could, I guess. Just blow it up. Just blow it up. Stosies, we might. I don't know. It's just an eval. Just a Bulenox eval. We are still up on it right now. We could close the trade and still be up like 500, 400 bucks. So I still might add. I don't know. It's kind of putting it on right here, adding it on right here is probably, I think it was obviously in hindsight it's a bad idea, right? But at the time seems reasonable. Boom, 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 boom. You made 400 on the eval the other and then went negative 1400. Oh, that sucks. So we get this push here. Can we get the push? Can the ES push through the initial balance high here? If it can, we go. To the moon. But if it doesn't, we'll be in trouble. Dude. What room? Trying a very long, very small, long position. Nice. Good luck, sir. Can't get through the 40s there again. My entry has turned into resistance. That's never a good thing. Market's waiting on Trump speaking. Yeah, I heard that. Someone said 1 o'clock, right? You don't want to be in it if he says China. If he says China, you don't want to be in it. I think going to Japan will be a lot of fun, Trev. I'd like to go to Japan. A lot of fun. I have no idea, Yoji. I don't know. Two fat white guys welling around Japan. That's why I like watching Bread Gang so much, because they travel all over the country. They travel all over the country and, you know, see different things and do different things, experience things. I like watching that. The Bread Gang. The 100-point candle, which way though, Cooper? That's the only thing. The Fine China. I haven't used it since Thanksgiving. Back to my entry here. Can it pop? Can it pop? Yes, it's got to pop that 15 area for it to pop. Your TP's 48, mine's 49.50. There we go. Getting a little juice now. A little juicy. No panic out here. ES got to pop the 15s here. There we go. ES popping. There's the breakout. Rip it. Should we use Fine China for Independence Day? Market crashes 1,000 points. Yeah. Oh, you got stopped room? Oh, that sucks. Stop to break even will be 49.50. Let's see if we can push through there. Yes, pushing through the initial balance high there. Hasn't closed above it yet. Looks like it's going to, though. We'll take one off at the 49.50. We'll go break even there. If we can get the push. Oh yeah, that's why when I'm watching Bread Gang and stuff, like the food a lot of times is way cheaper. You know, I'm sure a lot of those foods in other countries don't have all the BS stuff that's packed into our foods. Maybe we should just take this off. I don't really know. This doesn't hit my target up here in a moment. I don't want to hold this through the Trump speaking. Trump's meeting. I would like to be at break even. You took it at 45? Yeah. I think it's going to go too, but If this wasn't an eval, you know I'd probably already have taken it. So close. You're taking it 4 points. Let's go. All right, stop to break even now. So stop at break even here. We'll see if she goes. What do I think about the Fideas 25K? Seems the fastest path to daily pay, but only 500 static drawdown. That's tough, Great Midget. If you can handle the 500 drawdown, then it seems like it's okay. But I'm going to be honest with you, like the 25K accounts with Apex, I mean, you only got to get $1,600 to get to your first payout. So your pass is 1-to-1. So 1,500 in drawdown. Now it's not static, right? It's intraday trailing. Or the 25K through Take Profit Trader is probably better. Think about the Take Profit Trader. You make 1,500, you pass. End of day drawdown. You only have to make another $1,500 to get to lock in daily payouts. So I don't know. I think probably better to go with Take Profit Trader, but I don't think it's horrible. I don't think it's horrible. Was right on when you mentioned it. Yeah. Thanks, Bob. Yeah, they do only allow one payout a month. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would go with Take Profit Trader or Bulenox. One of the other ones, I think you can get similar accounts for better, more drawdown. The 25K through Take Profit Trader, you get 1,500 in drawdown. It is end of day. It's not static, but it's end of day. So, and I think it's around $90 all in, no activation fee, something like that. So, all right, pushing back up through the 50s here. See what happens with the ES at the 60s. You're in exhibition with Funded Futures Network. Only need another 1,300. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Secondary account, Great Midget. I would either go with Take Profit Trader or My Funded Futures. The starter account on My Funded Futures, I like it a lot. Take Profit Trader. Those two are going to be your best bets, and then followed by Bulenox and APEX. And then Tradeify is also very good. So Tradeify has good sales as well. They're very good too. Those are the ones I trade personally. So I really recommend the ones I trade. And here's the ones I trade. You can see them all here. I don't currently have a. Well, actually, I do. Bulenox, Tradeify, Apex, Take Profit Trader. You know, I don't have a My Funded Futures account on here right now currently, but do plan on picking up some accounts with them too. Again, I was having so much problem trying to pass those accounts, and I don't really know why. We're up 1250 on this account right now that we're trading. The starter doesn't have a daily loss. Does the starter have a daily loss limit? I think it does. Yeah, you're true. Yeah, I think it does, right? Does it? I can't remember. Maybe it does. Yeah, I think it does. The daily loss limit has saved me a couple times, though. You're up 1252. Let's go. I don't love it. So, 1500, nice. Yeah, I don't hate the daily loss limit because, it does kind of save me. It does hurt sometimes if you get down, but it does save the account. Save the account for me a couple of times. So, Stosies, you hit the button. It's all you, brother. Yeah. I agree, Bob. It's one of those like catch-22 things, right? You're like, oh, saves the account, but then also, you know, I may just take this off at 66. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I do think we run to a previous day high. But this is, I really could leave my stop down here somewhere, to be honest. I could add on a retest of my entry. I might do that too. Yeah, Bob, exactly. I like the starter accounts better. They do have a daily loss limit. They have a consistency rule in the funded account. And then starter plus, the opposite. No daily loss limit, consistency rule in the eval, but not in the funded, right? So, it's up to you. Oh. I am so hungry, guys. All right, ES approaching the highs here. Oh, you're riding it up until 1 p.m.? Yeah, me too. I might add on a pullback. I may risk 10 points and add on a pullback. We'll see. We got the 50 EMA down there at the 40. Let me look at the 5-minute chart here. Yeah, 65 and a quarter. 65 should be my take profit. I'm going to move it to there. Got your data fixed. Let's go, Andy. Awesome. No, I'm not going to have any cookies, CT. I'm not. No cookies with lunch. Not today. Trying to be good. Trying to be good. Holding the 50 there. Trying to pass a take profit trader eval right now and you're struggling. Serenity. I mean, we all struggle with that sometimes. I've done well today. I took a 25K to half pass, as Jay likes to say. 750. Can it go? Can she go? I was going to go for the previous day high, but I think I'm just going to take the low-hanging fruit. Beans and weenies? Yeah, that sounds good. We'll go for that. You actually made as much trading 5 at a time versus 1. Yeah, nothing wrong with that, Bob. I like the ES. I mean, I don't know. When there's no clear reclaims, you could have took the long off 6,000. I was considering it, but I didn't. Wow, what a drop right there. 45 after. Actually, it wasn't even at 45 after. What are we doing? We in the money. We in the money. We make some money. Give us that initial balance touch there. I might take it off if ES runs the overnight high. If it runs the overnight high here, it doesn't get us. ES ran the overnight high there. So I'm going to lock some in. Because ES ran the overnight high, so this could be our turn down. All right, we're out. You need to start increasing your position size with micros. Yeah. So I took that off there because ES ran the previous day high or the overnight high. Doesn't mean it'll stop there. But we could end up with a big SMT here. So if you see, ES ran that overnight high there. Failed to do it earlier. I don't know if it turns down here or not, but I just took it off. So locking in $1,270, I guess, on that account there. I do think that we continue higher. I mean, if you are still holding, if you're in micros or something, I think targeting that 935 is a great area. This is a good area, good target. But I was originally going to target that, but then again, I'm like, this is a trailing account, so sometimes you got to take what you can. Yeah, we already ran yesterday's highs, Bob. We ran that earlier right here. Still got it marked out on there, but we already ran it. ES did not. We got a big bearish SMT over here with ES did not run it. But we could get another bearish one here where Nasdaq doesn't run it now and ES did. We'll see. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, it's a test of it again, exactly. Fix has a gap to fill. That 935 is the right target. Yes, I agree, Bob. I think that's where we're going. And this is what I was talking about here, guys. Like, if you pull the fib on this range, right? This is kind of what gave me the idea that we're still going to go, that we're going higher. You pull the fib, and you see what price did as soon as it hits the 50% here. Bounced. Held it again. Held it again. I mean, when it does that, then you know, kind of give you the idea. Because, like, typically, if we're bearish here, and it hits the 50%, it's not really going to get a reaction at all. It's just going to continue going. I don't quite know what I did there. But you get what I'm saying. So that kind of gives me the idea that we're going to go higher. $21,952. So we'll just wait here and see what happens. We could still take an initial balance, maybe re-enter there if we wanted to, but a little bit on the scary side. I do think I am going to go ahead and call it there. We got Trump speaking at 1 o'clock, guys. If you want to help support the channel, please hit the like button, subscribe. That's the minimum you can do. If you want to go a little extra, please use my code for 75% off Bulenox, or actually 83% off Bulenox. I didn't even update that. 83% off Bulenox, 1 day to pass. 80% off APEX, 1 day to pass there. And then 30% off Take Profit Trader. And what is it? 50% off new users for My Funded Futures. If you're a new user, you can get 50% off. Use code MM. Tradeify, I think, is 33% off. Use code MM. That's really it. Appreciate you guys watching. And let me just show you guys the P&L here. So here's the P&L. Basically break even. You know, down $1. So, but I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you next time.